Paint Roman Mosaic workshops, and I've been sent a few photos here by Amrish Nazim of Visa Travel Algeria, and he's very kindly allowed me to share these, and there's just a few things that I'd like to highlight here. Some very interesting photos of mosaics from Algeria, which is a huge amount of variety of different mosaics out there. Something that's a place that's very definitely on my to visit list. So look here at this one, and this is a swastika pattern with separate Solomon's knot motifs. I'm going to go over these in a minute. The main thing on this, I would say, this is taken on a rainy day, and look at how bright the colours become. We are so used to seeing very dull colours in these Roman mosaics, and to my mind, the most logical way that they were kept bright in the Roman times when they originally laid down was they would use wax on them to bring the colours up, because once you grind down the surface of stone, it takes a whitish, a very dull look to it. They would have had to grind it down at some point to make sure the floor was smooth, but to bring the colour back up, you just use a bit of wax, and it has the same effect as putting water over the surface of this mosaic as we see here. So let's take another look into this swastika pattern. Now, this is quite a wide pattern here. These bands, these triangle, line of triangle bands, very wide. It sometimes does make the pattern a little bit difficult to see. And again, these patches here don't help, but it's just sort of stepping back from it a bit, and you can see how the pattern is formed. And if they get a bit more of a close one, you can see that the band of the actual swastika meander pattern is wider than the gaps in between. A lot of the time you'll see them can be pretty much the same width of the two. This is why this makes it quite a distinctive look to this pattern. Notice here on the right side we've got a twisted ribbon border, and this twisted ribbon is one of the exceptions. It has one of the exceptions to the borderline rule. Normally you would have, say, on this yellow section here, this yellowy orange section, you would have a line of tesserae running up the side of the white against the white, and then the rest filled in on what would be, if we're looking from the side, horizontal lines. But this pattern, for some reason, mostly you will not see that borderline put into place. Another shot, another close-up. Now, this is quite a regular pattern. These are like a step pyramid shape. These are just, like, see, a line of white. There's five white, one black, another 5 white, and then we go to 4, we go to 3 black there. But notice how the tesserae are all of this irregular, slightly irregular shape. They're the same average size, but they make a pattern which, if you had squares cut all of exactly the same size, you would be able to get this pattern a lot easier. But here they're using these slightly irregular shaped tesserae, yet they still get that very regular pattern. Okay, just a small example of a Solomon's knot. Notice the different widths of the colour bands on this one. And now we come back to the large motif ones. Now, this is a triple Solomon's knot, and if it was pretty much a bit more complete, you'd be able to tell what it was, because you can follow the different colours in the bands. By and large, you see here we're going red, there we're going to yellow to yellow to yellow on there. So that's a bit different, but you can see here we've got yellow coming round. But the easiest way to do this, you see these, if we start at the bottom left of the pattern where I'm arrowed there, you've got that single white center tesserae. Now count all these across one side. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You divide this number by 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. that tells us there is a triple Solomon's knot there. You have 3 Solomon's knot interwoven to get that shape. And I will just show you my drawing. Here you can see it, and if you count along the one edge, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, it's a triple Solomon's knot. There's a quick way to do it, and in another video I'll show you the other variations of that.